I'm going to tell you how much money you can make on Udemy selling courses, selling teachings. And a lot of times people don't talk about money. They don't talk about how much money they make. They don't talk about their income. That's kind of one of the taboo topics, at least in my culture. All right, don't talk about politics. Don't talk about religion. Don't talk about how much money you make. Like, keep all that stuff private. It's just too hot of a topic. But I feel a moral obligation to let everybody else know in the entire world that there is an incredible opportunity if you are a teacher or if you want to be a teacher. There's an incredible opportunity to make a great income selling courses on Udemy. And so I'm going to share with you my experience selling courses on Udemy and how much money I've made. And I just want to be clear about my motivation because I know this is a hot topic. Because I work at a community college, and I work at a community college in Fresno, California, which the Economist called the Appalachia of the West. We are one of the poorest regions in all of America. And so I see firsthand every day, going to my job at the community college, people trying to afford themselves, trying to create a better life, and not quite knowing what they need to do or where opportunities reside or how they can get a job. Now, the great thing about selling teachings on Udemy is that you could do this from anywhere in the world. You just create a course, you put it up there, and if that course has value, if what you teach is valuable to others, people will buy it and you make money. So here's the story. In 2013, my son was born, and I felt this growing sense of responsibility for my family, to provide for my family, to take care of my family. And my wife and I talked, and we really wanted her to be a stay-at-home mom, which meant that my salary as a teacher was not going to suffice. It was not going to support us. And so I needed to hustle. I needed to make some more money, and I know how to teach. And so I looked around, and there's this platform, Udemy, Udemy, and I started creating teachings. I created an Excel course, and I put it up on Udemy, and it took me about 2 months to create the course. And when I first put it up, it didn't do very well. So like the first month, I made $162, which probably translated to about 50 cents an hour, right? Or maybe $1 an hour, because it took me a long time to create that course. And then I made $26 in the next month and $66 in the month after that. And so that was disappointing to me. But then, right, I started to get students in my class, and students started to leave reviews and say, hey, this is a really good course. And so it went up to $207 on October 8th of 2013. My son was born right around here. And then we hit $687 in November, and I thought, wow, okay, that was worth my effort. I was really excited about that. And then it dropped back to $358, and then down to $125, and I was kind of like, didn't really do much. And then, right, it just kind of went back and forth between 100 and 300 for a few months. But then I decided I'm going to start making a few more courses. So I created a few more courses and put them up there. And my revenue increased a little bit more. I got more students. And then I kept creating courses and putting them up there. My revenue kept growing and growing. And then I created an introduction to programming with the Go programming language. And in November, right, I launched that, and that course really did great. And I found the right course that was really demanded by the marketplace, and the marketplace responded. And I was like blown away by that. And so then I created more courses and did what I could to be a good teacher in those courses. And the last year, I have it right here, in the last year, that income really took off. And so for me, this was like really like exciting, because now my wife got to be a stay-at-home mom and raise our kids, take care of our kids. We have 2 now. And I started to make some really phenomenal money. I surpassed my salary at the community college. So I'm sharing this with you because I want you to know that there's an opportunity here, no matter where you are in the world. If you have something valuable to teach others, then you can teach it to them. And you can put it up on Udemy or a platform similar to that and sell your teachings and earn money as a teacher, where you're not tied to a college or university or a school, but you know your student population is the whole world from which to draw upon. So I'm planning to create a course here in the near future about how to create a course and some of the techniques I use for identifying which topics are in demand by everybody in the world. Like, how do you determine what's going to be a popular course and a more successful course? And then what are the technical details for creating a course? What software do you use? What cameras do you use? How do you edit everything together? So that's something that's coming. So if you're interested in that course, make sure you follow me on Twitter at Todd McLeod. And so this is where I post all of my information. But go follow me on Twitter. And when I post my new course about how to create a course and how to do well on Udemy, it's been like 3 years of work that I've been figuring out how to make courses that do well. And I have an entire system. When I post that course, you'll be notified of it if you follow me here on Twitter. And then if you also, I don't know, I guess you could just send me an email. I'll just share everything you're not supposed to share online. And my email, this is just like my public email here, is tudleymc@gmail.com. So that's my email right there. So feel free to send me an email too, and I'll just like keep your email, notify you when that course is ready. All right. So I wish you luck, and I hope this is helpful to you. And, I think that we are the 99%, like, right? There's 1%. Like, if I look at high rises, I think, who owns those high rises? Who owns those buildings? And like 1% of the population owns 99% of the wealth. And the rest of us, it's still just kind of like a feudal system. And we're all out there trying to grow our crops. And so me sharing this with you is kind of like me saying, hey, I found something that's really helping me with my crops. Check out this technique, right? Use it when you're, going out and working your fields, because I want to see you do well with your crops and your harvest also. So make sure you follow me on Twitter, and I'll let you know when that course comes out.